When everyone's watching, nobody sees you. The art of being invisible in plain sight. The riots start at 3 p.m. By 4, the streets are chaos. By 5, you need to get home, and there are 10,000 angry people between you and your family. Here is the question nobody wants to ask. Can you walk through that crowd without becoming a target? Most people can't. They'll wear the wrong hat, make the wrong eye contact, move the wrong way, and suddenly they're memorable. In a survival scenario, memorable means dead. Let me show you how to become a ghost, how to move through hostile territory without leaving a single impression in anyone's mind. This isn't about camouflage or tactical gear. This is about weaponizing blandness. Welcome to the Gray Man Protocol. What the hell is a gray man? Strip away the tactical cosplay bullshit. And here is what it actually means. You're so unremarkable that people's brains delete you on sight. You're not invisible. You're just aggressively forgettable. Think about it. Your brain processes thousands of stimuli every second. If it didn't filter out the irrelevant noise, you'd collapse from sensory overload. There is a part of your brain called the Reticular Activating System, the RAS, that acts as the bouncer for your consciousness. It decides what gets through and what gets ignored. Here's the thing nobody tells you. You can hack that system. When you dress bland, act bland, and move bland, you become white noise. The RAS filters you out. People look right at you, and their brain says nothing important here and moves on. That is the entire game. Make the brain spam filter work in your favor. Why this matters more than your bug out bag. After a major collapse grid down, civil unrest, whatever nightmare scenario you're prepping for, people get desperate fast, and desperate people are scanning for targets. If you look like you have supplies, skills, or anything worth taking, you're marked. The guy in tactical pants with the NRA sticker on his truck. He just painted a bullseye on his back. Your preps don't matter if you advertise them. Your weapons don't matter if you never make it home. Your survival cash is worthless if someone follows you to it because you stood out in the wrong crowd at the wrong time. Being a gray man isn't about cowardice. It is about controlling who knows you're a threat. You want to be sharp, lethal even, but only when you choose to be. The rest of the time, you're nobody. Rule number 1. Know your baseline. Here is what most people screw up. They think blending in means wearing khakis and a polo shirt everywhere. Wrong. A baseline is what is normal for a specific environment. At the beach, swim trunks and flip-flops. In a corporate office, business casual. At a rural gas station in Montana, jeans, work boots, maybe a Carhartt jacket. You can't have a universal gray man outfit. You need to read the room and match it before you enter any new environment. Stop. Watch. What are people wearing? How are they moving? What is their body language? Are they relaxed or tense? Loud or quiet? That is your baseline. Now become it. The moment you deviate from that baseline, different clothing, different pace, different vibe, you create a stimulus. Someone's RAS flags you. Their attention locks on. You've failed. Rule number 2. Create stimulus. Let me give you an example of how badly this can go wrong. I used to wear a hat with an American flag patch. Cool hat. I liked it, but every single time I wore it in public, someone would walk up and start a conversation. You military, you shoot. Where do you train? I was creating stimulus. The patch triggered their RAS. They remembered me in a grid down scenario that is lethal. Now think about what you're wearing right now. Logos, patches, political statements, tactical brands. Every single one of those is a trigger. You're giving people's brains something to latch onto. You're making yourself memorable. Stop it. Wear muted colors. No logos. No slogans. No identifiers. Nothing that says, I have opinions, or I have skills, or I have gear worth stealing. You're not trying to express yourself. You're trying to not die. Rule number 3. Master the 4 variables. You've got 4 things you can control to stay invisible. Miss one and the whole thing falls apart. Number 1. Clothing. This is the obvious one, but people still screw it up. In some parts of the country, wearing camo is normal. In others, you look like you're about to commit a felony. Know the difference. Simple, muted colors. Blues, grays, earth tones. Nothing bright. Nothing with text. If your shirt has a logo, you're doing it wrong. And for God's sake, leave the tactical gear at home. That 5. 11 vest might make you feel prepared, but it makes you look like a target. The guy in the plain jacket with hidden pockets. He is actually prepared. You're just cosplaying. Number 2. Eye contact. Here is the brutal truth. Eye contact creates connection. Connection creates memory. Memory gets you killed. Ever walk past the mall kiosk where someone's trying to sell you lotion or phone cases? What is the first thing they do? They try to catch your eye. Because once you make eye contact, it is hard not to engage. In a hostile environment, keep your eyes forward or down. Use your peripheral vision. Check your phone as a prop. Anything to avoid locking eyes with someone who might decide you're worth engaging with. The moment you make eye contact, you've triggered stimulus. Their brain has marked you. You're no longer part of the background. Number 3. Demeanor. Don't look threatening. Don't look scared. Don't look lost. Don't look confident. Look bored. Bored people don't get noticed. They're part of the furniture. Even if you're scanning for threats, make it look like you're just spacing out or checking your phone. Your internal state can be razor sharp. You can be analyzing every exit, every potential threat, every escape route. But externally, you're just another tired person going through the motions. Number 4. Smell. Yeah, I'm serious. Hunters know this. If you're upwind and you smell like cologne, deodorant, or anything that doesn't belong in the woods, the animals bolt. You've created stimulus. Same principle applies to humans. Strong cologne in a crowd of unwashed people. You stand out. Fresh laundry, detergent smell. When everyone else is wearing 3-day-old clothes. You're advertising that you have resources. Match the environment. If everyone smells like sweat and stress, you need to smell like sweat and stress. The pre-collapse application. Here is where most preppers blow their cover before things even go sideways. You think you're being smart by stocking up, training, staying ready, but then you park your truck with a come and take it bumper sticker in your driveway. You wear your rain shirt to the grocery store. You argue politics with your neighbors. Congratulations. You just told everyone within a 2-block radius that you're the guy with guns, gear, and supplies. When the lights go out and people get desperate, who do you think they're coming for first? Be the boring neighbor, the one nobody really knows. No stickers, no flags, no opinions shared at block parties. You're just another forgettable person in a forgettable house. Let them think you're boring. Let them think you're unprepared. Let them forget you exist. And when shit hits the fan, you'll still be there. They won't. You're not harmless. You just look it. Let's be clear about something. Being a gray man doesn't mean being weak. You can carry concealed. You can have skills. You can be the most dangerous person in the room. You're just not advertising it. The guy who looks like a sheep but moves like a wolf. That is the gray man. By the time someone realizes you're not soft, it is too late for them. You're not trying to avoid confrontation because you're scared. You're avoiding it because confrontation is expensive. It draws attention. It creates witnesses. It burns energy and resources. Better to never be selected as a target in the first place. The brutal reality. When things collapse, and history shows us they always do eventually, the people who survive aren't the ones with the most gear. They're the ones nobody noticed long enough to rob. The guy in tactical pants, dead in the first week. The guy in the plain jacket with the same gear hidden underneath. He is eating breakfast a year later. Your move. Start practicing now. Walk through your neighborhood and ask yourself, if someone saw me, what would they remember? If the answer is anything other than nothing, you've got work to do. Become forgettable. Become bland. Become the person nobody's brain bothers to catalog. Become the gray man. Because when everyone's watching, the invisible win.